Because when I found this truth, guess what happened? I put my birthday away. When I found this truth, I put the drugs away. When I found this truth, I quit whoring my sisters. When I found this truth, I started becoming a better man and a better person. Because now I know I'm on that narrow path. Now I know I'm on a righteous path. Now I know what I'm doing is going to get me somewhere.
You know what it is. Ready for whatever. Here comes the trouble, here comes the danger. Return of Christ, eyes red, full of anger. Endure to the end, you'll get a crown. Endure to the end, you'll get a crown. What I've been hearing from these rappers, man, I put 50 grand on table. My rap's dope. The last time I did that, I caught another body. I don't care what you say, I know I'm right. Yeah. And all these fake and fraudulence. Disrespect me one time, I'm through. I keep it going with the help of my brothers. No games. I'm ready for whatever. Rolling hard, the devil running out of time. I learned to take the good with the bad. That's the game. You can't play me. Ready for whatever. So lay back. Chill, do what you do, and listen to the most anticipated album of the year. Yeah. Here comes the trouble, here comes the danger. Return of Christ, eyes dope.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put millions of my houses. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see the rhythm in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. and sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback to bitch in the dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new pair of bellows.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I got you. Let it rap real quick. Look.
City eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation voltage you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q.
He was raping his dogs. This is
Same now, never light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas we bear arms like tarantula. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see profits under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit Asian, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yaradon, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
These motherfuckers got scraps too, don't get caught lacking. Y'all seen these old cowboy movies, you go to the bar, nigga, you about to get tried. You go out and about, you got there drinking with your brothers and that shit, then you about to get tried out here, but don't be caught lacking, don't kill your brother off some bullshit, man. Don't hurt your people, man. This is
You boy, you know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in, yeah. But that was my niggas, yeah. I'm in yo. Got my nigga Ramon with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, your honor. Mike. Hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas that shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play out let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm ripping. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood, I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping their hug. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling plain. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
All right, clap it up. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakatah Yahweh Shamar Alathan by Hashem Yahweh Shah. This is the Wednesday night law class in Killeen, Texas, where we go into the scriptures and answer your questions. Anything that you have a question about, we're willing to answer it according to the Bible, because that is our job. Our job as the prophets of God is to wake God's people up out of sleep, the slumber that the white man has put you in through his deception and through your wickedness. Because of your lust, you have fallen into decay and are so far asleep that you are dead. But we are here to raise the dead and heal the sick and let the blind see and let the lame walk. So that's why we are here. So if you got a question, we're going to type it in. I see some questions already in the chat. We're going to get to it. You got a question in the room. Let's get to the question in the room first. Go ahead, sis. What's your question?
I wanted to know when, okay, like when somebody passed, right? No longer here. And I hear people say, I hope they rise again or something like that. So what does that mean and why? Why do you say that?
Okay, we say rise in power. A lot of people in the world say rest in peace. Rest in peace is Shabbat Shalom. That's what rest in peace is. You ever hear people say Shabbat Shalom, my brother? They be trying to sound like they really know the truth. And they want to say Shabbat. Shabbat is rest. Shalom is peace. So rest in peace is one thing. We say rise in power. Because what do we pray? The scripture says that when Christ returns, the dead will rise first. So what are we looking for? We're looking for the dead to rise with Christ in power. You know why we still living in hell? Because we haven't built heaven. So the only way that they can rise in power is if what? It's close. What's the only way you can rise in power? You got to build a kingdom. Give them a hand. That's a fact. The only way you can rise in power is if the kingdom is here when they rise, or if they're rising when our king is here and he's raising them up. Now we're the authority. Now we the people at the top. Now you're going to rise as a lord or a king or a princess. You will rise as someone with authority and power on the earth to bring God's will on earth as it is in heaven. So that's why we say rise in power, because we pray that when they come back, the kingdom is here. Or when they come back, the kingdom is being ushered in through our Christ and through them being raised by our King. So that's the prayer that we say. We say rise in power, because Lord willing, when we see you again, it's with a crown on your head, or you coming out of the ground to receive a crown on your head. All right? No problem. Next question.
Colonel Wakun, sir, so like it, sir, a question pertaining to that topic. Salaki, sir, Yabakan says, Salaki, sir, if I could, is the only way you can determine if someone is a regeneration of someone from the past is through biblical prophecy.
It's the only way that you can determine that someone is through a biblical prophecy. I need more understanding of what he mean by someone is someone. Is he saying in the truth or in the world? Because there are men in the world that are making biblical prophecy come to pass, like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is making the book of Revelation more alive and prevalent than any other devil I've ever seen. So I just need him to break down what he means by that a little bit more, so I can hone in directly on what he's asking.
Colonel Wakun, sir.
Cargazar.
Okay, sir. I had a question on Proverbs 3 and 25. Verse 25 to 26. And you want to read first? And then I had a question.
Go ahead.
So, Proverbs 3 and 25. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the wicked, neither of the devastation of the wicked when it cometh. Verse 26. For the Lord shall be thy confidence and shall keep thy foot. I want to know, is this relevant to integrate to our society, black law, black society, things like that?
Read 23 on down to 25. Hold on, start at 21. So like, Mm-hmm. What are we talking about? We're talking about the Lord's knowledge and his wisdom. Let that be the thing that becomes a lamp to your feet and a light into your path. That's what you keep your discretion toward. A lot of people are um, looking for something to lead them, and like horoscopes. You know what I mean? They're looking for the answers. But the Lord is telling you is to keep your feet walking on the path of righteousness and let the truth be your lamp. Keep your soul focused on the truth because there's so many other people that want to guide your soul. They want to say, oh, it's Leo season. Oh, it's Capricorn season. Oh, the Scorpios is coming up. Oh, you know what you know about them Scorpios. Oh, you know how them Levi's get, you know how them Leos get down. And they all trying to sculpture your life toward a path and put you in a box to say you can only be your moon. You can only be your sun. And that's not the knowledge of God. That's not what you should really lock in on. Do you know how many people believe in that? How many people have you met and they say, when is your birthday? It's given Sagittarius. Nope. Gemini? Nope. Yeah, it's given you don't know what the hell you talking about. Hey, but it's given the guessing game. The Lord is trying to give you something that you don't got to guess about. And this is more serious. Keep going.
Come. Verse 24. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet.
Now the problem is people are doing all of this because they're afraid. They want to know the future. They want to know what's coming next. But the only way they can get that answer is through the stars and the moon. Why? Because they won't accept the knowledge of God. God's knowledge gives you all of the information you need about the future. He said, keep it very simple. Fear God and keep his commandments. This is the whole duty of man. What are you looking for? You're looking for the characteristics of a person through the month. So now what are you afraid of everything? This ain't in my horoscope. This month's supposed to be good. I'm supposed to be having a good life. I'm supposed to be happy. But the problem is you can't be happy. You can't be because you are trying to find happiness in something that is nothing. So now you're afraid. And when the wickedness comes upon you swiftly, when you have a bad day, on a day that the horoscope and the fortune cookie told you it was going to be a good day, now you are afraid. Now you're broken. The Lord is saying, not following me. Not following me because I'm going to prepare you for whatever, doing whatever season by you being what? How is the Lord preparing you for whatever, whenever? What does he tell you to be?
Obedient.
Yeah. Something else though. He tells you to be something so you won't be so anxious. You won't be worried about a good day or a bad day. You don't care what the day is. You're ready for it. Bad day happen, you're like, okay, I know what to do. Good day happen, you're like, okay, I know what to do. It's because you are what? Let me give you the scripture.
So, like, if I could,
Come on.
be not full of cares.
You're getting close. Yes, give him a hand. Give me Philippians 4:11. Just to help you with that. This is the thing that helps you not fear, no matter what's happening. And that's what's wrong with so many people. Their fear and their anxiety. And when does a bad day happen? How long does it take for it to get started? It's instant. Just like this. It's a phone call. It's a text message. It's an incident. It's a wreck. It's this. It's that. It's your child choking. It's anything. It's instant. It ain't no long, drawn out thing that suddenly happens and you and it and it goes into it. No. Fear comes over you swiftly because wickedness happens quick. Read what it say.
Come, sir. This is the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 11. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content.
No matter what state you're in, you're going to learn to be content. No matter what the horoscopes say, no matter what the bank accounts say, no matter what the what they say, what's the people that kick you out, the landlord, the constables, no matter what they saying, you know them constables is on the way to get you up out of there. You're going to be content with your stuff boxed up in trash bags, getting put out. You're going to know foxes have holes and birds have nests, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head. Christ didn't have nowhere to stay. So somewhere to stay is not the thing that I need to focus on. He said be happy with food, clothes, and raiment. That's what he said. Food and clothes is what you need. A roof over your head is a luxury. That's the mindset you got to get in. The white man blows his brains out when he has a sudden bad day. When the wickedness come upon him quickly, he takes the family and have a family meeting. And he becomes a family annihilator. This knowledge of God that you're receiving is going to teach you every day is not a rainy day. Every day is not a sunny day. I'm getting rained on right now, but the sun is dried up. I'll be okay. Wait till tomorrow. Another opportunity. That's what we taught. Other people are not taught that. That's why they're going crazy. You understand? So what he's saying in Proverbs is don't be afraid of what it looks like or how fast the destruction is coming or the pain that's being brought upon you, because you have the knowledge of God, and the knowledge of God is the thing that you walk on. That's why it says lean not to your own understanding. That should be in that same chapter. Earlier in that chapter, it said, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to your own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. He's going to direct your path. So when it gets rocky on this path and you see things come up, you should know who's directing you through it. Most people don't grow because they never grow past the growing pains. Like there's something that always comes up, and when it comes up, you cower and you turn from it. It could be that addiction that you're fighting against. And every time you go to fight it and you go to stop, you get a phone call, a sudden phone call that tells you, man, I had a bad day. I'm going to go ahead and get high because I got a phone call about Pookie. I'm going to go ahead and roll up. But this blunt for Pookie. I'm going to drink for Pookie. You just said I'm going to stop. Every time you plan on doing something to change, something comes up suddenly to give you the excuse. No, you're not going to lean on your own understanding. You're going to focus on the mission. And the mission is to change. That's what this is telling you. Don't let nothing shake you up. Don't let nothing make you weak. Be strong no matter what state you're in, no matter what situation you're in. Stay focused. Done. Next. Con.
So like one of my favorite, precepts, I think it goes with this, if you can, what I'm saying, tell me, like Ecclesiasticus 2:4, it say, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
Yes. Yeah. Bad days is definitely going to be. You're living in hell. I think you're going to have more bad days than good. But just imagine, you in hell and you laughing. Do you know how hard we laugh when we laugh? Can you imagine how a white person feels when imagine a short Napash in a room laughing in slavery, in captivity, and you got a short Napash, and we all laughing, we slapping our knees, and none of us are millionaires. White people cannot understand that. How are you so happy? How is all this going on in your life is in shambles and you're laughing so hard? That's a mystery. That strength that we have is the thing that angers the Lord and makes him jealous because we're strong enough to fight these demons. If we're strong enough to fight oppression and real hardship and ass whoopings and demons and the white man and getting beat and watching your family member get ripped apart, you got to remember these slaves were laughing in the field so hard that they made them go laugh in laughing barrels. They had a laughing barrel so that if you had to laugh, you had to run to the barrel and put your face in it because they didn't want to hear you loud nigga laugh. Days after you watch them strap your uncle to a horse on both sides, a horse this way and a horse this way, and they slap him on the behind and the horse run opposite ways and rip him apart. Days after that, you in the field laughing. Where is this strength coming from? Look up the brand. What's that brand called? The pants, Levi. Look at the pants, the Levi pants. See if you can find a picture of it. And tell me what you see.
I think one of the things, when it comes to Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, the reason it's taken us so long to get out this hell is we always talk about it. We make living in hell look so damn good. We don't even think we in hell.
We make hell look good. We make everything look good because we are the salt of the earth. That's why the Lord is so angry with us. Why can't we make him look like we make hell look? You are the one that's supposed to be the example, to make everybody know how good God is. Look, Levi. You got the slave master with the whips, whipping the horse on both sides. When is this? 1873. Where was you at? Yeah, you became a commercial. Right here, Levi. Levi's. Levite. Right here in your face. And what's the problem? You telling me you can't stop smoking? But you can laugh after getting whooped? Nah, God ain't trying to hear that. The Lord ain't trying to hear those excuses. So what you're going to do is get your mind right because bad days are going to happen and you're going to still have to keep your discipline. You're going to have to still keep that intact. All right, next.
Khan, sir, Yabakan, he did say, it's like this, sir. He said, like, period, sir. We know Christ was Adam, but we don't know who Commander General Yohana was. He was like, and we only know who Christ was Adam because of the scriptures, correct?
Right. Well, we don't want to hypothesize and say who no man is because men have left God because they thought they were somebody. Christ never said he was Adam. You know, when Christ was walking the earth, nobody said he's Adam. After time, after he had died, after the records had been laid, then the scholars were able to find out through the records who Christ was in his reincarnation and his appearance. But we don't want to worry about who we are because then you're going to start to think too much of yourself. You're going to start to think, well, I mean, I'm Daniel. So, I done made it through the lines. Shut up. No, nigga. How you know who nobody is? Ain't nobody Judas, though. Look at all these prophets. But which one of you? How come you ain't Judas or the 7 sons of Sceva or the Pharisees or Caiaphas? Which one are you? Everybody want to be everybody can't be Daniel. Why don't you just be you? That's it. Why you don't have to think about being someone else from the past. Why don't you just be you and make a name for yourself now in this time instead of looking back and trying to live off of somebody else and say, I am special because I was him 2,000 years ago. Be special right now. And imagine a nigga telling you, back in the day, I was Meshach, but I can't make it to camp because due to slavery. Meshach never said due to slavery. Show me the due to slavery scripture. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego was in the lion's den. What they were, the fiery furnace? Which one was them? They was in the fiery furnace disobeying the king. You can't even disobey the supervisor. Shut up. You ain't Meshach. Next.
If I could, sir, just can I get a general breakdown of John 1 and 5? And just what is the light that's shining? What is the darkness? I start at verse 3. This is the book of John, chapter 1 and verse 3. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. Verse 5, and the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not.
The light shined in darkness, but the darkness comprehended it not. Anybody want to take a shot at it? What did Christ say he was?
Oh, the light of the world.
Christ said he was the light of the world. Which world?
The world, Israel, sir.
The world of Israel. Was the world of Israel in the light?
Lie, sir.
They were not. And when Christ was here showing that light, how many of those of the world of Israel joined Christ and stayed with him?
12.
And did the world comprehend the light that he was trying to bring? They did not. Because Christ was bringing a light that the nation did not understand. They were in darkness. They were so deep in darkness, they were not able to comprehend the light he was giving. They were so blind to their own lust. That's what you see happening in the world. It ain't that people don't see us. A lot of people say, if more people knew, if they could just hear y'all brothers. You think they don't hear us? We got 2 speakers at camp, like this. Bouncing off the walls. We got 2 speakers. We got a sign that say Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We got a podium. We got signs that's 6 feet high with each tribe name written on it, with the slavery in Egypt and all of that. We got all the information. You got brothers out there dressed in the most absurd clothes you've ever seen in your life. You think you haven't seen us or heard us? You have. You know what you haven't done? You haven't done what?
Comprehended the light.
You haven't comprehended it. You see it, you hear it, but you don't understand it. And that's why Christ was teaching his disciples, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom, but to them that are without, it is not giving. It is not given unto them. So what's happening? Seeing they may see and not. Give me that. Matthew 13. It's like 13 and probably 13.
Colonel Concert is the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 13. Therefore I speak, so it's like it. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
This is the problem. They see us, they hear us, they don't comprehend it though. So what am I doing? Christ is teaching you constantly over and over and over in parables because they're not comprehending the light. Now, if Christ wanted them to clearly understand, he would have never said it in parables. Why was he speaking in parables? Read verse 15.
Colonel Wakansa, verse 15. For this people's heart is wax gross.
Read it again.
For this people's heart is wax gross.
Because these people are cold-hearted. They don't really want the truth. They don't really want God. They just want somebody to tell them what they want to hear. They don't want to hear light. It's not that they're dumb, that they can't comprehend it. They don't want to comprehend it because they love the life they live. And what Christ is saying is, look, I don't want to disrupt them from what they want to do. If you want to keep doing what you're doing, go ahead. But for those that are bored, you ever see kids at a playground and they just, all the kids is playing at the playground and the teacher letting them play, but then you got like 8 kids sitting there like this. And they like, what's wrong with y'all? We ready to go inside. And then they say, well, y'all want to go play another game? And they're like, yeah. Then they start playing kickball or dodgeball over there. Why? Because they don't want to play on the jungle gym. They tired of the jungle gym. They want to play, but they want to play another game. That's you. You sitting at the playground, you seeing all the kids playing the same old games, doing the same old things. What are you saying? I'm tired of this game. I want to go do something else. See, integration is you unifying with everyone in their way of life and their way of thinking, which makes you stop being what?
Separate.
Which is?
Holy.
Holy. You lose your holiness when you integrate. That's what the world is trying to do now with the LGBT, and they're talking about integration, and they're saying a woman is a woman because they choose it. Well, now men are choosing to be women and going to the WNBA. Men are now saying, well, shit, if we could just choose, then I choose to be a woman. Did you see that interview when that brother said, I think that I'll dominate. I feel like if I go in the league, I'll dominate the league. So, I choose to be a woman. And, I'm ready to go in, take my spot. And you know what they can't do? They can't discriminate because those are the new rules. That's what happened when you integrate. There are no rules. You can just choose to be whatever you want to be, say what you want to say, live how you want to live. That's the thing that God hates because he wants you separate from them. He don't want you joined in the melting pot. He wants you apart because that is what's going to keep you safe. Well, what's the problem? They can't comprehend that this is going to hurt them. So what does the Lord have to do? Allow them to do it. Okay, because they're going to hate God for keeping them separate. They're going to constantly say it's God's fault because if we were over there with them, we would have fun. Look at them. They're having fun over there playing those games. We want to play what they play. The Lord is like, okay, go play. And you tear your ACL. Your shoulder get thrown out of socket. Your knee get broke. Your leg get broken. Your brothers and sisters that's playing this game, they safe. They healthy. They go home. Their brains are intact. Their legs, their backs, they're intact. You wanted to play the dangerous game. So you go to prison. You get AIDS. You die. That's what happened to you. Well, now you know the knowledge of good and evil because now you are comprehending it. But you're comprehending it through darkness. You're comprehending it through pain. The Lord is trying to give you light so you won't have to comprehend it through being hurt. But you don't want to comprehend it because it's fun to be dumb. Go ahead.
Salakia, sir. It was about a year or two ago when they started integrating the what's it called, the MMA, the mixed martial arts, and men started to get into those mixed martial arts and started beating the sense out of these women, and now they fighting tooth and nail to now to get it. That's like keep men out of women's sports.
Oh wait, no, they're not men. How do you determine what's a man and what's a female?
Right.
How do you determine? You can't determine nowadays. That's what we're gonna talk about today on The White Man is the Devil. That's what we're gonna talk about today. I see where we're going with this. But that's the problem. Integration. Integration is demonic. And that's why hell is getting hotter. Because now you're really playing into their field. This is what they've always wanted. The one world government. The one world thinking. We all think as one now. What did they say in Greece? Everyone turned away from their God, and no one has their own religion. We all have our own beliefs together. Same thing is said in Babylon. We're going to make all of us one. Now, we're doing it here. Well, we'll see how that play out. All right. Next.
Colonel Wakanda, I got a few.
Hold on, I ain't finished that. Finish 15.
Colonel Wakanda, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears and should understand with their heart and should be converted, and I should heal them.
And I should what?
And I should heal them.
He said, I'm teaching them in parables because seeing and hearing, if they understood what they saw and what they heard, then I would have to heal them. What is he saying?
Yeah, he don't want to heal him.
He what?
He don't want to heal him.
Give him a hand. That's what he said. He said, I'm teaching them in parables because if they figure out what I'm saying, then I got to heal them. And I know they don't want it because their hearts are wax cold. See, telling somebody that really don't care the truth about the Lord is casting your pearls among swine. Because why do they want the truth? Oh, so that's the doctrine. That's very fortunate. I can make a lot of money teaching this. This is something that is very controversial. And I think that people would love this. And I think I can make a fortune out of it. And that's what they're doing, selling the truth. I see people on TikTok saying, all right, you want me to answer this question? Give me 3 galaxies. Come on, I see 1 galaxy. I see 1 galaxy. Let me get 2 more galaxies. Then after they get the 3 galaxies, the breakdown they gave was wrong. I'm talking about, can you imagine how many people have paid for lies? You have paid to be lied to. I just watched it the other day and my stomach started turning. I think a galaxy is like $25 a thing. Got $75 for lies. I was like, well, I'll be damned. I can't do it. I got so many people on there that would love to give me money. I don't even want to ask them for nothing. Because freely receive, freely give. They say, how can I bless you? I say, y'all can donate to the Cash App, but the Cash App is going directly into the anime videos that we use for the credits. They haven't donated a penny. It's like every time I tell them that, they don't want to give. Now, if I told them it was for me, then they would pour their money into me. But when I say we're going to give the money and the money is going here to help the homeless, forget them homeless. Forget them kids. That's how beat up we are. Christ is saying, I'm not going to tell them the truth because what if they change? And then they won't get punished. These people deserved a punishment because they really are not sincere. And they'll fake it until they make it. All right, next.
Colonel Khan, sir, I've got a few questions in the chat if there's none in the morning room, sir. All right, we've got a question. Sister said, Salaki, sir, question. In Revelations 12 and 16, is the woman that the earth is helping symbolic for Israel? The water for answering.
Revelations 12 and what?
She just said 12. Come here, sir. I started verse 1.
He said 12 and 16. Okay, yeah, start at verse 1.
Oh, Colonel Khan, sir. Select. Colonel Khan is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet.
Let me tell you what this great wonder is. This great wonder is a righteous nation of Israel. Because you're clothed with the sun and the moon under your feet. What is the sun and the moon?
So like I said, the knowledge and the wisdom.
Wisdom and knowledge. That's what a beautiful nation of Israel looks like. A beautiful nation of Israel is full of knowledge and wisdom under their feet, which means they're doing what with the knowledge and wisdom? It's under their feet.
They standing on it.
They walking in it.
Yes.
Yes. Walking in knowledge and wisdom. Beautiful. Keep going.
Colonel Khan. And upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
A crown of what?
A crown of 12 stars.
This woman has 12 superstars on her head. Who are those 12 superstars? The 12 sons of Israel, the nation of Israel. This is who it is. The nation of Israel. Keep going.
Colonel Khan, verse 2. And she being with child cried.
What's the child? She being with the child cried because she's trying to birth a baby into the world. What baby is the nation of Israel trying to birth into the world for the world to see? Anybody?
The Spirit of Christ.
The Spirit of Christ. Right now, we're in this world, the 12 tribes of Israel, we're trying to birth the Spirit of Christ into the world. But everybody's saying you in a cult, you crazy, you're losing your mind, you lost it. You are trying to birth this baby out. But what's next?
Verse 3.
Hold up, finish that
That's
verse.
like it. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered.
She being with child, she's crying. Meaning, that's what we're doing right now. We got the Spirit of Christ. But what are we doing? Sighing and crying for his name. Going out on the streets, teaching, telling everybody, we got to come together. We got to love one another. Our King is returning. Keep going.
Colonel Khan, verse 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads.
Keep going.
Verse 4. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered,
The dragon is standing in front of the woman as she's bringing the baby out. What's happening? As you're trying to deliver your people, the dragon is standing right there like, hell no, you ain't getting by me. The dragon, look at the dragon like he a goalie. And you trying to get past the goalie. You trying to score the goal. But the dragon is like, nope, not letting you by. You're trying to put the ball in the net. The net is the nation, the world to see the spirit of Christ. But the dragon does not want that to happen. Who is the dragon? That is the white man, the 7 heads and the 10 horns. That is his empires. That is his military. That's his common markets. That is him trying to stop you from letting the world know that you are the true rulers of the world. And because you're the true rulers, everything on the earth is trying to stop you from birthing the spirit of your king into the earth. Because once your king's spirit is permeating through the earth, then guess who shows up? Your king. Your king shows up and say, they finally got it. Now I'm finna show y'all what it's really like. They got to stop him from coming through you. They got to stop you from being more like him. They got to give you more pain because you're travailing with pain. One thing they don't understand about a baby, though, is a baby is going to come, whether you try to stop it or not. You can't stop the baby from coming. And that is why the white man hates you so much. Because as much as he's beaten you and stepped on you and destroyed you and stolen from you, some kind of way you still have that spirit of Christ that's trying to seep out of you. And he's trying to stop that spirit from coming out. But you imagine how much poison he's put in the world, and you got women now coming out and saying a man can have more than one wife. Imagine how he's destroyed the families. And now the women who he's tried to destroy and use as a stronghold against the men, the women are saying, my man can have more than one wife. Imagine how you've been destroyed and you saying, I'm not leaving my woman. Don't care how crazy she is. I don't care what she do. Yeah, she crazy. She get on my nerve, but she mine. She my crazy. All of them. I'm keeping all my wives. I'm taking care of all my children. I'm gonna be there for all of them. Now what? Do you know how hurt the white man is? He has 7 heads and 10 horns of dragons, and what's his dragons? His military, his government, his system, his systemic systems that are set up to stop you from bringing forth the spirit of Christ. These things were supposed to break you, never become who you're supposed to be. First, you must do what? To break the strong man. Bind the strong man, then you can spoil his goods. What did he do to you? He binds you up, you got stronger. It's like the more oppression he put you through, the stronger you got. Well, that's what you see happening in Revelation. And they're trying to go to war with you to stop you from birthing the spirit of Christ. And as soon as that spirit of Christ is coming, that devil is trying to kill it. He's trying to kill it in you. He is the one that's choking the seed as soon as it is coming out the ground. That's what he's trying to do. Through what? Oppression, through drugs, through lust, through sin. He's trying to stop you from being righteous. Keep going.
Colonel Wakan, sir. For to devour her child as soon as it was born. Verse 5. And she brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron.
How is he going to rule?
To rule all nations with a rod of iron.
Yeah, this nation of Israel is going to bring forth the spirit of Christ. It didn't say we might. We're going to bring forth the spirit of Christ. And when Christ returns, there will be no more voting. There will be no more the Senate and the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. And we got to check with them and we got to get this cleared through the state. No. Christ is going to rule with a rod of iron. Meaning, whatever he say, go. It ain't gonna be no voting. It ain't gonna be none of that. You're gonna do what he say. Keep going.
Gonna come. And her child was caught up to God to his throne. Verse 6. And the woman fled into the wilderness where she had a place prepared of God.
What is that? That is you going into the wilderness to train and get ready to take over the rest of the world. See, the Lord is going to destroy the 7 heads and the 10 horns immediately. But then the rest of the nations will still be out there. And we will go and train, and then we will come back and gather the remnant of the heathen and bring all the forces of the Gentiles into our gates. Keep going.
That they should feed her there 1,200 years and 60 days.
Keep going.
Verse 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not.
And did what?
And prevailed not.
Michael and his angels. Who is that? Christ and the angels. Christ is not Michael. When it says Michael and his angels, Michael is the captain of the Lord's army. So it's mentioning Michael because Michael is the highest ranked angel that's going to be there with his military, with his army. But the child is going to be there too. And that is our king. It'll be the child, Michael, and his angels. And guess who else will be there? You will. The Lord said, you are my battle axe. See, let me tell you something. We are fighting on this. We're on the front line of this fight. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are on the front line to bring our king and put him on the throne. And the Lord is depending on you and your loyalty and service so he can sit on this throne. And that's why I said, you have not chosen me, for I have chosen you. The Lord wants you to use that thing he gave you, that influence, that spirit, that thing you have, that strong. People always told you were a leader. You're not a leader for you. You're not a leader for your benefit. You see what that's gotten you? Nowhere. You are a leader for Christ. And he wants you to use your gift for him. If you don't, then he'll just take it from you and give it to someone else. Then you're going to say, oh, Lord, I'm ready to serve you. No, don't worry about it. I got somebody else that's going to do it. He go right here. He go your replacement. You're going to look at him shining with God's glory all over him. You're going to say, man, that could have been me. I used to be like that. I used to serve the Lord like that. I used to teach class like that. My camp speakers used to be like that. That's what you're gonna do. You know why? Do the slavery. Do the being unclean. Niggas want to show up the camp. I'm unclean. Okay. Sisters, let me tell you something. It's important that you help your man. Don't lead him not into temptation before camp. Don't give him an excuse to be like, I can't make it to camp. It seems like the sisters only want to give you some the night before camp. That's the only time they in the mood because they want to do something that's wrong. That's why. They know it. They know what it means. They know that you're not supposed to get unclean before camp, and now they just all hot and on fire. You better say, get ye behind me, Satan. Or the Lord will just put zeal on a young brother. You'll be like, man, that brother speaking is just elevating. And you're going to get on the podium and you're going to say, give me that scripture about the world. What's that one in John? The one the Christians pull. We're going to be like, John 3:16? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, let me get that. David The thing that David was afraid of the most, it was not Goliath. It was not the javelin of the king. It was not no enemy. It was no nation of people that made David afraid. The thing that made David afraid the most, he said, Lord, take not your Holy Spirit away from me. That's what you need to know. When the Lord take his spirit away from you, yikes. You know, you don't want to be regular again. Haven't you been regular for so long? Aren't you tired of being regular? The Lord want to make you supernatural. And what do you want to do? Be natural? No problem. You can be a natural man. What's that poem? The Natural Man? Yeah, you could be natural again. That ain't what we want to do, because there's no place that's going to be found in heaven for the serpent and the devil and the dragons again. So who will place be found for? You. The people that stood so stiffly. Keep going.
Come to a concert. Verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
Yeah, he's going to be cast out of heaven. He's going to be cast out of rulership, power, and authority. He's going to be cast out of being at the top. He's going to stop being the person you look up to. He's going to now be the one you look down upon. If you make it to the top. You're not going to be looking down upon him if you with him. You're going to be looking over at him. If he's if he's with you, when he fall, he gonna fall right there with you. You're gonna be, oh, Trump. Damn, bro. I was trying to make it up there where you was at. Now, you're gonna die with him. Why? Because they deceived the world into believing that their power and glory and rulership would never leave. No, they don't. You don't understand that the woman, the nation of Israel, is going to rule with Christ. Go ahead.
Come to a concert. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels was cast with him. You want me to go to her verse, sir?
Oh, did I answer the question?
Come to a concert.
Next.
Come to a concert. Salakia. The next question is: Was there a woman in the word that was serving the Lord and had to die a horrible death like the disciples and other prophets? And speaking of prophets, what is a prophet? Actual profit, like earnings.
Like profit, like value profit? FIT. Okay, is there a woman that suffered like give me the 7 sons, mama.
Come to a concert.
What's that? Second Maccabees?
7, sir.
Let me see. Yeah, women, y'all don't do the work of the Lord like we do. Y'all don't go to camp. Y'all don't go out and teach. Y'all don't battle Christians. Oh my God! Speaking of battling Christians, this Christian white woman was on YouTube. She did a 7 verse 1 Christian versus Israelites, and when I tell you, she walked them Israelite women all up and down the Bible. And the worst part about it was she was a white woman. And them black women was sitting there looking so helpless. And I said, that's what you get for teaching. That's what you get. That's what you are not equipped to do this. This is not your job. Your job, you don't have the discernment to battle the Bible. You don't have discernment to battle your husband. All of your battling is over text messages, cell phones, dishwashers, women stuff. When it comes to very serious things, you don't have the discernment. You don't understand it. Well, this devil got in the Bible and made them women. I heard a black woman say, yeah, I agree with you about Revelations 1, that it ain't about the color of Christ. Brother, I almost did a front flip and a back flip. I said, well, I'll be damned. She's converting them on stage. She had you know why? Because they were not equipped for the battle. Right? Now, let me help you out. There is a battle that you are equipped for, but you have to take on the challenge of letting everyone know this is who you are. Okay, what is the thing that women antagonize other women for? There's a thing that women do in the school, or, there's a term. That's the word. That's what I meant. There's a term that women use to shame women for wanting to be a good woman. And what is that? Go ahead.
So like I said, I think I heard them. What is it, like a pick me?
A pick me. That's what they call them. What is a pick me? By definition, what do women call pick me's? What is that? What is a pick me? Does anybody know? Let's pick Misha. See that? Now, what is a pick me? Anybody know? A pick me is a woman that's trying to get picked. That's crazy. Do you know that the Bible says if a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing? That means the woman should want to get what? Picked. That's the evil thing in the world. All right. Well, there is a thing that is righteous that you can do as a woman. First, you can become a pick me. That is a very important one West thing that you can become. You could become a pick me. You could be a woman that a man wants. And not only he wants to be with for the rest of his life. He wants to be with you for the rest of his life. It's not pulling teeth. It's like, I can't wait till I get home. Damn, I can't wait till I see my wife. You want to be that, right? Now, after you become a pick me, you want to be an excellent mother. You want to be the type of mother that teach your children, you teach your daughters how to become pick me's, and you teach your sons how not to be weak under women. You teach your son how to pick a wife, and what kind of wife is he going to pick?
A pick me.
A pick me. You see the cycle? Let me show you. Give me that right fast before we read here. Kahan, give me Proverbs 31:1. Then we're gonna read this. Yeah, I'm gonna skip around a little bit. Read that real quick.
31:1?
Yeah.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him.
That is who?
That his mother taught him.
This is the prophecy that his mother taught him. This is what a good woman teaches her son. Go ahead.
Verse 2. What, my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows. Verse 3. Give not thy strength unto a woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
You hear what he said? She's teaching him to not give his strength to her. That's the thing that destroys men. A weak man is destroyed because he becomes the thing that's under her. He becomes weak under her. She needs to be weak under him. That's the order of the house. She's teaching her son, don't be weak behind no woman. She needs to be weak under you, because that is the way that destroys kings. Is there some more on there? That's it?
Con, sir.
Well, now let's show you what she asked about a woman that died a death like a disciple. Give me 2 Maccabees 7, and let's start at verse 1 real quick.
Colonel Wakan, sir, this is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7 and verse 1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh.
What is this over?
To taste swine's flesh.
Listen, 7 sons and their mama were snatched up by the king just to make them eat bacon. Just to eat some ham. The king said, I'm sick of these Israelites following God. This wasn't to the judge. This wasn't to court. This wasn't to the police. They were so righteous, the king had to deal with this himself. He said, listen, I'm going to kill y'all if y'all don't eat pork. You know how fast your family would have lived? Your family would have ate the pork from the nose to the ass. You would have ate the feet, the ears, the face. It would have put an apple in his mouth. It would have had the whole pig on the table with an apple in his mouth, and they would have been eating the whole. What part you want me to eat, son? You want me to start from the back and go to the front? You want me to start from the front and go to the back? Which way you want? I'll eat the whole pig, son. Go ahead.
It's like it, sir. If I may, I saw a video of some sister washing some chitlins, and then she found the end part, and she was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna eat that. That's going straight in the trash." You washing?
You gonna wash all the boo boo out, but then not eat the boo boo, not eat the booty hole. Anyway, you gonna leave the booty hole over there. You don't want the booty hole, but you want the boo boo and the whole intestines and the whole lining. Yeah, that's your family. This family right here. Now, the king had to take this. He said, I'm going to deal with this family. Keep going.
Colonel Wakan, sir. And were tormented with scourges and whips.
What was happening to him?
Were tormented with scourges and whips.
Who was tormented with scourges and whips? A woman and her 7 sons. This is what happened to her. This is a woman leading the family. So I can imagine what happened to her husband. He probably died at war. This is a good, solid sister. She's strong. And she's teaching these sons the way of righteousness. Keep going.
Colonel Wakan, sir, verse 2. But one of them spake first and said thus, What wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die, rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers.
One of her sons said, what do you want us to do? Because we're ready to die for our laws and our fathers. We're ready to die for the laws of our fathers. You're not finna, what do you want? Whatever it is, if it's sin, we are not going to be able to do it. We're not doing it. Read the next verse.
So verse 3. Then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and caldrons to be made hot.
Go ahead.
Which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body. Thus the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on.
Guess what? He said, you smart mouth one, you come here. They cut his tongue off in front of his mama and his brothers. Now, you being a mama, you can't even kick your kids out the house for smoking weed. Your kids cuss you out, slap you upside the head, and you're like, but he's still a kid. He's young, and those streets are so dangerous out there. So I don't want to kick him out. He done slapped the wig off your head in front of everybody at the school assembly and cussed you out, but you had to, because he's a kid. They out there burning her kids' tongues. And you know what she didn't say? Okay, okay, okay. We'll eat the bacon. We'll eat the ham. That's what's in us now. Because we're broken. This woman did not tell her sons to fold under that pressure. You want to ask about a woman who died like a disciple? You about to get one. Because this sister right here, when she saw this happen to her son, she knew at that moment, oh, it's no turning back. What I'm going to do now? I'm going to fold now. You done cut my baby tongue out, and now what you think I'm going to do? Now we going to do? No. You're going to have to do this to all of us. Keep going.
So verse 5. Now when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire, and to be fried in the pan.
And to be what?
And to be fried in the pan.
They fried this baby. They fried this sister's son in a frying pan in her face. And you know who else sat there and watched that? His 6 little brothers. His 6 brothers watched their big brother get fried in the frying pan with his tongue and being maimed and his members being cut off in front of him. He was screaming and hollering and in pain and being cooked alive. Imagine that. Your children. Everybody always talk about a strong black woman. That's a strong black woman. Strong black woman ain't a loudmouth woman that's always got something to say, that's always, talking noise. That ain't a strong black woman. This strong black woman knew when to speak and when not to speak. This strong black woman saw her son be unalive. Keep going.
Going to a concert. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die, manfully saying thus: The Lord God looketh upon us, and in truth hath comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces, declared, saying, And he shall be comforted in his servants.
You heard what this mother told her son as he was being cooked? She started talking about Moses and the song that Moses gave us. You know what song that Moses gave us? About the destruction of our enemies. How our enemies were going to be destroyed. How the Lord was going to fight our battle. That's what she comforted her children with. Keep going.
Verse 7. So when the first was dead after this number, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, Wilt thou eat before thou punish throughout every member of thy body? But he answered in his own language and said, La-ah.
He said, La-ah. That's what he said in his own language. He didn't say no. He said, La-ah. Keep going.
Wherefore he also received the next torment in order, as the former did.
Keep going.
And when he was at the last gasp, he said, Thou, though like a fury takest us out in this present life, but the King of the world shall raise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life.
They wasn't singing no kumbaya. They said, though the king of this life has taken me out, my king is going to raise me up at the end. These brothers are dying at the hand of the king and threatening to come back and kill the king later. Now, only a good mother can put that in her sons. Your son can't get an ant bite. Your son can't get hollered at by his coach. The coach tell your son to do 100 push-ups. You at the school cussing the coach out. Your son is tender, and he trying to make him a man, and you cussing out the teacher. Well, imagine what this woman was going through. Those young men didn't fold under pressure. Those young men said, "You got this one. but I'll see you again. What did Christ say when he died? Christ said, I'm going to get the one that pierced me in my side. That's how we talk when we about to die. We talk noise to the people that's about to see. That's what you call hunting someone. That's hunting somebody. You tell them, don't worry, I'll be back and I'll kill you in the next life. That's what I feel like every boot kiss we get is. Every boot kiss. We was told, we was hanging on a tree right before we hung on a tree in the past. It was like, don't worry, all you devils are going to bow before us one day and kiss our boots. You're going to worship us. And then we died. And then we came back in this life and made them bow before us in their streets. In the very streets that they destroyed us in. Well, you know what happened? A strong mother taught him to be a strong man. What you got?
So like I was just gonna say, now we can't even the teacher can't even take the kid's phone.
He can't. No.
Without the mother raising hell.
If the teacher take the kid's phone, now that's World War III. She called it uncles and everybody up there. Read verse 11.
Colonel Wakansa, verse 11.
Wait. Read verse 10. You got to read
Colonel Wakansa, verse 10.
Verse 10.
After him was the third made a mocking stock, and when he was required, he put on his tongue, and that right soon holding forth his hands manfully.
When he walked up, he was like, I know what the drill is. He put his hands and put his tongue out and was like, do what you're going to do. Here. You killed my brother. I'm next. Here. Walked up manfully. This is what she put in her sons. Keep going.
Concert, verse 11. And said courageously, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them, and from him I hope to receive them again.
Yikes. I got this body from heaven, and I'll get it back again. Keep going.
Insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded the pains. Verse 13. Now when this man was dead also, they tormented him, and they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner.
They did him so bad, they ain't even talk about it. We did him the same way we did the third and the second and the first. Keep going.
Colonel Wakan. So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good being put to death by men, to look for hope from God to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
Do you hear what these sons are saying on their deathbed? They not saying, okay, we'll eat the ham. They saying it's good to die like this because we're going to resurrect in life and in glory. This is what this mother put in them. Read verse 18.
Colonel Wakansa, verse 18. After him also they brought the sixth, who being ready to die said, be not deceived without cause, for we suffer these things for ourselves, having sinned against our God. Therefore marvelous things are done unto us. Verse 19. But think not thou that takest in hand to strive against God, that thou shalt escape unpunished.
Keep going.
But the mother was marvelous above all, and worthy of honorable memory, for when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, she bared it with a good courage, because of the hope that she had in the Lord. Verse 21. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits, and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach, she said unto them.
This is what a woman that's in the truth should have in her heart. If you ever need to be re-encouraged about how your spirit should be in the truth, this is the most feminine way that a woman have died masculinely. This woman died manfully, but in the most righteous, feminine way. See, y'all think feminine Being soft is dainty and, no, being feminine is keeping your honor and your morality and your integrity intact with the way the Lord tells you to be. Be a pick-me. That's what you need to be. Be a pick-me, follow the laws of God, and stand for the Lord unto death. That's the way you should be. Other than that, you just a bitch playing like you just a hypocrite. You're faking. You're not for real about it. This woman is losing her children in her face, and her faith is not wavering. Your faith waver when your man get another woman. Your faith waver when you can't celebrate Christmas or birthdays. Your faith waver any day. Any bad day, a woman's faith is like, I'm leaving the truth. I'm leaving God. This ain't the home of the truth. She watched 7 of her sons be tormented and murdered in the worst way. And let's see what she said.
Colonel Khan, sir. Verse 22. I cannot tell you how came, Salakia. I cannot tell you came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you. But doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again.
You hear what she knew about death? She knew that they would live again. She knew that death was not the end. The reason all of our lives break apart when we lose loved ones because we think death is the end. The reason they was able to die so manfully is because they all knew that they'll be right back. They knew it. Oh, don't worry about it, player. I'll see you again. Yeah, I'm going to see you again. Every one of us knew back then that we would come back and we're going to have vengeance again. Imagine your enemies talking like that. Imagine you standing on a battlefield and your enemy, you stab him and he said, don't worry, I'll be back and I'll kill you again. And you know you're killing them. You will never get sleep again. Every time you hear a leaf crack, sound like somebody walking up on your tent, you're going to jump up. You're going to think it's him. And he's going to keep his promise. That's why the Lord said, we his battle axe. You know how many people we owe death to? You know how many of these stories has happened where we have given our final words and letting our enemies know that they got to pay? And what? Now we going to all join hands and love them? No, we got to keep our promise. We got to keep our promise and do what we said we were going to do. Go ahead.
No, it's like if I could, sir. So would that be considered like the, I guess, unspoken fear of the oppressor of the white man, sir? Like right now?
Yes. He knows that justice is going to be served through the hands of us. Keep going.
Colonel Khan, sir. As ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. Verse 24.
You are not regarding your own selves for the Most High's laws. I'm so proud of my boys because they gave their body, their life, their soul for the Most High's laws. Good job, sons. Go ahead.
Verse 24. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he would make him both a rich and a happy man, if he would turn from the laws of his fathers, and that also he would take him for his friend and trust him with affairs. Verse 25. But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life.
So this is the last son. And Antiochus said to the last son, listen, I'll give you riches. I'll make you, I'll put you in my court. Mother, just give him some encouraging words so he don't have to die like his brothers. That's all you got to do, mama. Give him some encouraging words. 6 of your sons done died. The 7th one don't have to die. Go ahead.
Verse 26. And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son. Verse 27. But she bound herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn.
Doing what?
Laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn.
What did she do?
Laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn.
Let me tell you something. It's something about that nigga laugh that hurt a white man's soul. This is the most serious time in her life. And you know what she doing? Laughing. She said, what the fuck you think I'm finna do? You think you gonna kill my kids and now I'm gonna tell him to live? She laughed him to scorn. She like, you dummy? What do you think this is? You think we're Christian. You think we are hypocrites, sellouts like you. You would have saw your children doing it and you would have folded. Not us. That's what she's telling them. Keep going.
Spake in her country language on this manner. O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee such 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up into this age, and endured the troubles of education. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that God made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise. Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren.
Take thy what?
Take thy death that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren.
Keep going.
While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses.
This is what he said. In the middle of his mama's talking, giving her encouraging words of righteousness, he said, what are you waiting for? I'm not going to do what you said to do. I'm going to follow the laws of my father. That's what's in us. That's what's been stomped out. That rebellious spirit that we have against God, we used to have it for God. Now imagine you having a woman that was down with you like this, and then she turns into a hoe. Well, guess what, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? You are that hoe. You are the one now that turned against the Lord, and now you going every way being loyal to the streets and the drugs and the lust and all the evil of the world. When you used to die for God, you used to die for the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments, and you used to give such a beautiful speech at your deathbed. Keep going.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Verse 31. And thou hast been the author of all mischief against the author of all mischief against the Hebrews. Thou shalt not escape the hands of God.
He said, you will have been, the white man is the author of all mischief against blacks and Hispanics. Don't ever forget that. They're going to pay. He died. Drop down to verse 41.
Verse 41. Last of all, after the sons, the mother died.
That's a woman that died like a disciple. After all of that, the mother died. But you know how she died? Like a princess. She died like a free woman. She died like Peter, fighting for righteousness. That's how you better die. Next.
Colonel Sir, next question. Salakia, sir. I do not have an exact scripture reference, but in the book of Revelations, it talks about 1/4 of people a half or a third, etc., etc., it doesn't seem like any left is alive.
Okay, when the scripture said 1/3 will be destroyed, 1/3 of Israel is going to be no, 2/3 of Israel is going to be destroyed. 1/3 will come through and make it to the other side. A third of the heathens will be destroyed. Meaning it's going to be a lot of death. If you're looking for death, it says that the birds will feast on the carcasses. Will be a feast. A little blue jay. How big is a blue jay right now? About that big? Not in the kingdom. I mean, not after Christ comes. A blue jay gonna look like a ball, eat like a vulture. A blue jay gonna get so big because he gonna be eating up all the body parts from everything and everybody. That's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be so much death on this earth, and no one is gonna be able to understand it. The scripture says you're gonna walk into a city, and there will be 5 in the city. There will be 3 in the country. Meaning you won't see a person for days. Like, what's that movie with Will Smith? I Am Legend.
Colonel Concert.
Yeah. How many people was in I Am Legend? How many people was in that movie? It was him and a dog. And there's some monsters. There's some that's what you're gonna be in a town by yourself. That's how much death is going to be in the earth. And all the other people that are alive, we're going to bring them to our land and we're going to make them work. All right, next.
Colonel Concert. Question also, if I have time, Carmelo Anthony's judge was rescued today. Is that a sign that in these last days things are turning in our favor now?
I wouldn't say that it's turning in our favor. I would just say that the block is hot. The block is hot. There is social media. When they say the earth is helping the woman, it's okay. They used to be able to do things like this and no one else knows about it. No one talks about it. So much of an uproar and so many rich people and so many people are getting involved in all these things. It's kind of making, they're devils and they don't want to prove to you that a devil. So they do little bitty things to try to show you, maybe there is hope. There is no hope. The only hope that you have is if a black man, first of all, if you get and clean your life up and a black man named Jesus Christ comes out of the sky and destroys our enemy. That's your hope. Next. Go ahead.
So, I mean, can we say like, our enemies really are, how do I put it? They are experiencing their own demise through their pride and everything. So let's just say like all their creations and things like the internet now, right? The things that they used to, been able to get away with and do back then, they can't do no more because now the cell phones, the cameras, everything is recorded. So now, they're being, punished, sort of say, from their own, creations. So like,
yes, their own creations is destroying them, just like it said it would in Wisdom of Solomon 14. That the things that they use are going to destroy them, like their idols, just like their robots. A wicked man can't create a righteous thing. So now you just take that and add that to everything that they've invented. All right. Next.
Colonel Concert. Next question. So like it's Revelations 14:6. The gospel that the angel preach is the angel like you. The gospel the angel preach, is the angel a real live angel or just a messenger? And what is the gospel and what are the angels going to get from the gospel?
Read it.
Colonel Wakan, sir. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 14 and verse 6. I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue of people.
Keep going.
Verse 7. Saying with a loud voice, fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come. And
read verse 4. It'll give you the answer.
This is the book of Revelation.
Read 3 and 4.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 14 and verse 3. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne.
A new song? No. They sung as if it was a new song. Keep going.
And before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000.
So who knows the song? Why can't you find the truth anywhere else? So many people talking about the Bible. So many people out here reading the scriptures. Why can't you find the truth everywhere else? Because who are the only people that can learn the song?
The 144,000.
The 144,000. We keep telling you that the ISUPK is the home of the truth. And you will not get the truth from anyone else because they are not the 144. Now, are we saying we're the 144,000? We're not saying we're the 144,000. We're just saying we're in training to be. That's what we are saying. We're in training to be the 144,000. But the Bible just said that no man knew that song but the 144,000. Let's see what it is. Keep going.
Colonel Wakan, which were redeemed from the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women.
We were not defiled with what?
With women.
These 144,000 are not defiled with different doctrines. They're not defiled with, oh, a man can only have one wife. Oh, it's okay to rape. It's okay to sleep with heathens. It's okay to all these other people that's teaching are defiled with women, with different spirits. No, these are they that are not defiled with women. We got one wife. We got one doctrine. Keep going.
Colonel Wakan. For they are virgins.
For they are what?
For they are virgins.
Yeah, we are virgins. Our doctrine is pure. It's clean. Keep going.
These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
Yeah, wherever we go, we following Christ. You know how long we've been following Christ? You know how many times we've done this before. The spirits of the prophets are subjected to the prophets. This ain't nothing new to us. Keep going.
Colonel Wakan. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb.
Mm-hmm. Being the first fruits. These are the elect. That's who these are. And Lord willing, you get to see that we are the elect. We show fighting to be. But we're not saying we are. We're show fighting to be. All right? Is that it?
Colonel Wakan, sir. Next question. The last question. No, that was the last question. The sister did say, Salakia, it wasn't prophet with an F, it was prophet. What is a prophet?
Say it one more time.
The sister asked, what is a prophet?
A prophet is a man that speaks for the Lord. He is the voice of God. He's the one that proves to you that God is real, because when he say it, it happened, and you say, oh my God, God is real because I heard a man say it and it came to pass. So now, what we say that come from God verifies that God is real, and it verifies that we prophets. That's the simplest way I can lay it down. All right. Today type it in the chat. Give me my first video. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna get into something real quick. Got 10 minutes. Yeah, play that right there. Let's see this right here. Everybody type it in. Y'all know what time it is. There we go. I was about to say we're gonna have to start over if y'all don't know what time it is. Today on The White Man is the Devil, the Bible speaks of. Give me let me see that right there.
I'm gonna have to let it play for it to start over, sir.
You got to let it play?
Yeah, Colonel Wakon, so you know how you can't control it on Instagram.
Oh, for real.
Even need.
Let me close it out, Select.
Let's see this, y'all. Let me tell you why this is important. Because we don't even consider the lies the white men that told us. Right? Let's just brother pull this video up. We don't even consider it. We just take it at face value and like, oh, okay, sure. We just roll with it. But let's listen at this.
Colonel Wakon, sir.
Go ahead.
Ada's passport survived the fireball explosion that supposedly cremated him, fly out of his pocket, fly out of the incinerated plane, flutter to the ground in the 2 feet of debris, and end up in readable condition in the hands of investigators, all within 48 hours. Why did 19 Muslim men even need passports on domestic flights? How were passports found but not the plane's voice recorders? Why did the hijackers need passports they would never use again after their suicide flights? And why were the 19 accused Muslims not under surveillance on 911 if they were so easy to identify? The conspicuous trail of planted evidence continued 3 weeks after the 911 attacks, when anthrax letters killed 5 people and were clearly worded to throw the blame on Muslims. Death to America, death to Israel, Allah is great. It has since been proven that the anthrax came from a U.S. Army lab and was never mailed by Muslims. There are no airport security videos of any of the 19 accused Muslims boarding any of the hijacked planes. How
in the hell did the passports not burn up in cremation heat fire and just fell out the plane, fell out the building into the hands of the investigators? How did that happen? They didn't get the box out the plane, though, but they got the passports in legible condition. You know how it happened, everybody? Type it in the chat. Give me my next video.
Colonel Wakon, sir.
My next one. We know how it happened. We all know how it happened.
May sir,
go ahead.
Now it's crazy because the passport made out of paper didn't burn, but it's so many theories like where they trying to prove and justify they saying that the fire from the plane so hot that it melted the beams and made the buildings burn down, but it didn't burn down the passport and the paper.
No, it didn't burn the paper down, but it did burn down the building. Up next, let's see what's next.
Colonel Wakon, sir.
This is beautiful.
To call them mother and father. Nate Foy has the details on this. Nate?
Hey, Jackie. So, yeah, New York Democrats argue the words mother and father are outdated and need to be replaced with more inclusive terms under state law. All that's needed now is Governor Kathy Hochul's signature. So if Hochul approves, in New York's family court and in domestic and education law, a mother would be labeled as a gestating parent, a father as a non-gestating parent, and paternity proceedings to determine the child's father would be called parentage proceedings. The bill passed the state Senate this week and the state assembly back in March. Governor Hochul proudly calls herself New York's first mom governor. It's unclear if she'll support this change, though.
So just reviewing this bill. So supporters of this bill argue that changes are intended to accommodate situations involving surrogacy, adoption, same-sex couples, and other family structures by using terminology they view as more inclusive. And critics of this bill...
There go that word. Inclusive. See what inclusive is getting you, you can't even be a mama and a daddy no more because you're trying to be so damn inclusive. Now, you thought it was just going to stop at the LGBT. Now they getting to the mama and the daddy. See, you're not going to be able to protect this baby and say, this is my child. You're just a gesturing. What do you call it?
Gestating.
Gestating parent. You're just a jester. You're just there. You didn't birth them. Who said, come on now? Who said you birthed them? That doesn't even matter. You're a gesture. Nah. Hey, little girl, I like you so much. I would love for you to come to my house and we can play with each other. Play with each other's privates. That's what the LGBT started with. Inclusion. Inclusion is another word for not being holy. Give me my next video.
Come.
Yep. Oh, it gets better. This is beautiful. Let me tell you why it's so beautiful, because there's so many people that say, we got to fight for the rights of the people. All people ain't people. Give me that.
Come, sir.
That they're not girls.
Yeah.
They're going to listen.
Yeah, basically.
Really?
Yeah, that's what we've done for most of
because
history.
that
Yeah.
happened to me, and I can promise you to God that I didn't listen.
Yeah, well, because we live at a time that is affirming the transgender delusion. But if we lived at a more sensible time, probably you would have listened, and you
But
might have
we're
had
not.
some. And I think we should just return to a more sensible kind of politics.
But what is you're not giving a solution on how you would even be capable of
Yeah, I
doing
think I am.
something
I
like
think
that.
we kicked the fellas out of the boys' bathroom. We kicked the
How
transgender
are you
teaching
going
out of
to do
schools.
that?
We just enforced the law as it was before 2015.
There
It's
was
not
a
that
law
hard.
prohibiting trans women to go into the women's bathroom or trans men going into the men's bathroom.
Yeah, it's there in the term women's bathroom.
That's a law.
That's why men can't go
That's
in.
a law.
Yeah. Yes, there are all sorts of laws against public indecency, for one, against men going into women's sports leagues. There are all sorts of regulations against that, or at least there were until recently. We did not have established in public life transgenderism until very, very recently.
That's not true.
That
That's
is
not
true.
true. What about the two-spirited people?
What is the two-spirited people?
In the indigenous community, they are, I don't want to get into semantics, but I know that the fact is that there has always been trans people.
Do you know where the phrase two-spirited came from?
I don't.
It came
Please
from
enlighten me.
it came from the 3rd annual Intertribal Native American First Nations Gay and Lesbian Americans Conference in 1990. And the woman who coined that term,
I just don't think that that's true.
it's true. The woman who coined that term admitted.
again,
Hold on.
like,
Let me just finish my point on this. The woman who coined that term, Maya Laramie, admitted somewhat recently that the term two-spirit came to her in a dream. In 1990. Now, the Ojibwe Nation actually has translated this term. It's the Niche Mani Duwag, but they translated it from the English in 1990.
How you're capable of eradicating an entire percentage of people by setting laws, because people are
You're
so
not.
gonna go-
I think you're choosing not to hear what I'm saying, because I'm saying we don't want to eradicate any people.
Isn't
We
the
want to
word
eradicate
in the prompts?
But the other word is transgenderism, which is an ideology, not a
But
group of
I
people.
am a transgender person. You can't just
you are a
skip over that
confused
fact.
person, but
I'm
you're not.
babe. I'm so secure in myself, and there's other women in this room that are also trans, have been trans for 20 plus years, 7 years, babe, that know exactly what they're doing.
You're confused because it's not
How
possible
are
for
you
a man
capable
to
of
become a
looking at
woman.
somebody without knowing their bodily autonomy, knowing anything that's going on with their medical
Bodily
history,
autonomy?
anything?
Because I
You
know
know nothing
I know
about
the
me.
basics of human nature.
You know nothing about me.
I know that you're
And
a human, and I know a little bit about human nature, and I know that a boy
you.
can't become a girl. So that's what I
Does
know.
anybody want to take over? How are you going to get people?
Do you know what that was called right there? Confusion. That is pure confusion. This is what your children, your grandchildren are going to be raised up in. They're going to know more about this than the world you come from. That's why you can't be included. Your children can't be included. They can't have any inclusion in this world. You are going to have to draw the line between your children and these people and teach them the truth. Because if you don't, they're going to get lost in the web of confusion. All of these people are doing is pushing more and more confusion because your babies don't know the difference between the truth and the lie, they're going to accept. They're going to accept some of this. And this is dangerous. Got a brother at the door. This is dangerous. Read the next. Give me the next.
Come on, sir. Like if I could, sir. Sister said, I knew it was coming when they changed breastfeeding to chest feeding.
Yikes. Chest feeding. Chest feeding. So what, that breast ain't real? You telling me them double D's ain't titties? They chest.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Come on, come on, sir.
You define a woman?
An adult human female.
How doesn't a transgender woman fit that definition?
So what you're saying is that a quote unquote trans woman is a female.
By the definitions I'm familiar with, yes.
So how would you define female?
It's a complicated spectrum.
It's not.
Well, biological researchers would disagree with you.
Well, then they're full of the ones that would say that. You said you're an EMT. You're responding to a health emergency. Biological male, somebody with a penis, is having a medical emergency, and they say to you, "I think I'm having a miscarriage." Would you check them to see if they're having a miscarriage? Would you consider that a possibility for them?
No, but that's because some people don't have body parts. How would you?
The only thing that can destroy a lie is the truth. The truth will set you free. It will make you free. You will not be ashamed because you have the truth. What's the word? You will not be what?
Ashamed or confounded.
No, what's the scripture you asked for earlier? Darkness has you what? What was that scripture in John? Said darkness had you what?
They comprehended it not.
You were not comprehending. Yeah. You're going to comprehend this. Because the only thing that can fight against all this level of deception and confusion is the truth. That's why Christ said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, because the spirit of Christ has to be in what you're saying in order to cut the level of demons that's coming out the waves now. And you are going to have to separate your children from this. You're going to. You can't be nice about it. You can't try to, make it cute. Nuh-uh. We good. I don't need that one. You can't try to make it nice. You're going to have to be aggressive with teaching your children the truth. You should bring your children to class. Let them watch class. Let them hear this raw truth. Because if not, they're going to be arguing with you in the house when they're 15 and 17 and say, but I choose to be. I made my mind up. You can't tell me that I'm not this. How can you prove that I'm not this? That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to teach them how to battle these lies. Because if not, you're going to fall into this deception from the white man, who is the devil the Bible speaks of. He is the master of lying. And we're seeing just another level of his lies on today's. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. That's what we're seeing. It's not going to change. It's going to get worse. Every week, it's coming more and more clear that they're the devil. All you got to do is go back about, how many weeks we've been doing this now? At least a month or two? Right? Yeah, we've been in it. Just go back and watch the classes. Every week, we showing you a different level of deception that these white people are trying to pull over your eyes. Now, they are trying to take away your title of being a mother and a father and say you are a gesturing parent. You know why? Because same-sex marriages are gesturing parents. A man and a man is a gesturing parent. A woman and a woman is a gesturing parent. They're not biological parents because they can't have the children. So therefore, you have to become like them because you are what? included with them. Well, what did Christ say? Be ye separate as your Father in heaven, be ye perfect, be ye holy, be set apart. Don't be of the world. Be in the world, walk around with us, but don't act like them. Teach your children that. Or they will be in darkness. Go ahead. That's the last one.
When Christ said be ye transformed, he wasn't talking about that.
Give him a hand. I heard some nut tell me that Christ was a transgender. Guess why? Now, if we calling Christ a transgender, why is they saying he's a transgender?
I'm gonna take a shot at it. Is it dealing with the transfiguration?
Nope. It wasn't the transfiguration. What did Christ call himself in Revelation? Yep, you got it. Say it.
Salaki, Cap, you talking about the bride?
The bridegroom.
Yeah.
Some nut said Christ said he the bridegroom. That's a transgender. He don't care about that. Y'all homophobics. Y'all care about that. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna even argue with you, bro. Because I know Christ austere. I'm gonna just let him deal with that one. Because that's a level of disrespect that you're gonna have to tell him to his face about that. He's like, certain things you don't even gotta argue with. It's like, oh, say what? All right, no sweat. The Lord gonna deal with you. He gonna show you. And that's where we at now. You better teach your kids, because somebody will teach your son that and pull a Bible verse and say, this is what it means. You're going to have to train up a child in the way he should go, so when he get old, it don't depart from him. You're going to have to do it. Let me tell you something. The reason we all left where we were from and it departed from us, it was because it was not true. We was all still looking for the truth to be made free. Now you come in here, you free. You don't got nothing else to look for.
If I could, so I just want to read this. I just did a quick Google search. I said transgender Bible verses. This is the AI summary. The Bible contains various verses that can be interpreted in relation to transgender topics and gender identity.
Come on now. This is what your kids gonna bring to you. They're gonna say, how you gonna tell me? AI, hey Siri, give me all the Bible verses that say this. What is it gonna say?
Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image, and in the image of God, he created them, male and female, he created them.
You know what he's saying? God created male and female in one body. Transgender. God made transgenders. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna pull this up on you and say, you know what you better be? You better be equipped for the battle. You better be apt to teach. You better not be like them women that got their ass smoked by that white woman. You better know what to tell your children, because this is coming out of the vents, out of the speakers. It's coming out of everything. You better know how to defend the faith, because the white man is the devil, and he knows that he has not but a short time. And he's trying his best to take from us the Spirit of Christ. He's trying to kill the baby before it's born. All right. I'm good. All right. With that, we're going to pass the class over to Precinct Officer Kahan. Kahan, good boy. Give him a hand.
We are the Isupk, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule 4, new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashera, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. You got the memorial, the blowing of the trumpets, first day of the 7th month, Friday, September the 11th, Salakia. The Day of Atonement, Sunday, September 20th, 2026, Leviticus 23:27-32. Remind Akim and Akwaf to check the bulletin board in the hallway if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, scarf. That will complete the security announcement.
With that, Amajim. We'll give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat. Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shim Yahweh Shai Bragatah, Yajim Matah, Saw, turn face to sister, give a courtesy salute to the sister, men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shemal Latah by Shim Yahweh Shai. Yajim Matah, last dismissed.
They give 30% to a pastor that bought just a brand new luxury car and molested their kids. So,
Wait, 30? They gonna get a damn pastor, whatever you ask for.
Fuck the 10, they go 30?
God damn. Shit, here in Israelite schools, we learn practical knowledge. We just do what the Bible say, 10%. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
That's it,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying?
See, look, all y'all out there, y'all need to go ahead and put all that away. I know y'all giving y'all money to the drug man, to that pimp of a pastor you got. But the world's about to end, and you're going to see Christ very soon. Are you going to be up there and standing in front of him saying, yeah, I gave all my money to this fake pastor, even though I seen all the evil he did? Or you going to give your money to some righteous men of the Lord? Pay your tithes to the Isupk, and then sleep soundly at night knowing that maybe the thief ain't going to take you.
Damn right.